Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome to Knott's Berry Farms. I'm streaming the Magic's West Coast host, Danny. And we're going to take a walk around Knott's Berry Farms. Knott's Berry Farms is a theme park. It's actually America's first theme park. Located about 15 miles down the road from Disneyland. First section we walk into is Ghost Town. Now, Knott's Berry Farms did start off as a chicken restaurant.
Stay right there with me.
And a field full of boysenberries. In order to entertain the people while they waited in line, they opened up Ghost Town. And the theme park has grown since then. Now, this area is all the old western area. So you got your mine shops and stuff like that. They do a Halloween thing, kind of like Universal. Some say it's even better. And over here to the left-hand side where these people are waiting, kind of, sort of, is a start to Ghost Rider. It's a wooden roller coaster. It used to really beat you up, now it's not so bad. Good evening. Sometimes I forget it's still evening in some spots. Here it's 11:30 in the morning. There's your Ghost Rider. Kind of goes out into the water park, or not the water park, but the parking lot. Knott's Berry Farms does have a water park. And Knott's Berry Farms is also owned by the Cedar Park family. So if you knew about Cedar Park on Cincinnati, same company. Hey, Rob. That is your typical wooden roller coaster. Pretty much beat you up. They did remake it and made it a lot better to where it's not as rough. You used to get off with bruised shins and stuff. So this is a nice little park if you're got a third day from Disneyland. You want something to do. I can say it's over half the price of a Disney ticket. Park opens up at 10 o'clock every day. Except for Christmas is the only day it's closed. And closing times range anywhere from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock depending on the time of year. Now if you got teenagers or you're a thrill fanatic, this is a good spot to come. Got some great roller coasters here. Now we're getting into Ghost Town. During the summer they do Ghost Town Alive.
By the living thing there, on the right side of
They do have an old blacksmith still sitting here making horseshoes and everything like that. You can buy them. It's really interesting to sit and watch. Maybe a sheriff's office and people that have sat there and the old-time western photos. They do have a barn, and inside the barn you can see the horse and stuff. Knott's Berry Farms is home to lots of chickens on property. And they still have Mystery Lodge. Still a popular thing if people know about it. Now, unfortunately, magicallyscented.com one of our sponsors hasn't made a barbecue smell yet. That'd be a great smell for them to have here. If you're on the 26th, make sure you get here early. If you have a pass, get here at 9:30 at least. The park opens up a little earlier for pass holders. If not, get here at 10 o'clock when it opens, because that'll be your best time to get on. good rides and stuff. Stay out of the heat a little bit. There's the teacher. They do have the teacher house here. And it's cool because during the summer with Ghost Town Alive, they will sit there and pretend like you're actually in class, or you gotta go see the mayor or that. Might get thrown in jail. Now over here, you just got asked about the restrooms and the Mystery Lodge. Mystery Lodge is a show. It's hard to describe it. It's a lodge that comes alive is the best way to put it. Magic happens in there, that's all I can say. Then you have the whitewater raft ride. During these summer months, the whitewater raft ride comes in really good handy. Now we're going to come up to our second roller coaster. This is Pony Express. Pony Express is a accelerating ride. Launch coaster, I should say, but you sit kind of like you do on Tron cycles. Good little ride for kids and stuff like that, but you do have like that motorcycle stand. It's a fun little ride. We got whitewater raft ride, which they just redid. Added some things to it. I'm not sure what yet. This log is new. Some animatronics. This whole fencing area is new. But it's a great way to get wet. Now, besides magicallyscented.com, you can check out our other sponsors. If you plan on moving to Central Florida, check out Victor at celebratingflorida.com. He'll help you with all your moving needs. Check out Disney with Dawn, and she'll help you plan your Disney vacation no matter which park you're going to. If you're going on a cruise or if you're going to Hawaii. Disney with Dawn will help you out for free. And you can't beat that deal. Check out Mickey Monthly, where you can get a Disney package sent to you. Here they do have where you can explode and make some water happen. That's kind of cool. It's free. Yeah, Fast Pass tickets during the summertime are excellent here. Right now we have, I'd probably say about 50 buses in the parking lot. Didn't look like they were going to the water park, so I'm guessing they're coming here. But yeah, I would sit there and say, I come here so often, so I can just, same thing with the evening time. I don't need to spend all day here, but if you're only here for a day or two, definitely get that pass. There's certain rides here that will get extremely long lines, and you're not going to want to wait in the heat out here. And we have bumper cars over here to the left. Hey, Kevin. You got the classic bumper car ride. Hey, Rob and Jack. I just have sometimes they do a little ice skating show here. Now there's people up top there. They're waiting for I don't know, I guess you can call it a ride. It's called Voyage to the Iron Reef. It's kind of like a Buzz Lightyear where you're shooting at a screen for points. But this you're actually shooting at a screen, so it's almost like a video game. Interesting, that's for sure. Now we're just doing a walk around today, so I can just kind of show you what Knott's has. One day we'll come here, we'll ride some rides, we'll go in some shops. Right now at nighttime they do a special thing for the summer. Bring out the DJs and kind of party all night long. And they do have Johnny Rockets if you're a Johnny Rocket burger fan. They also have Starbucks. Now this right in front of you, that's Hang Time. That's the newest coaster here, opened up last year. It's California's first and only hanging coaster. It does drop you straight down and takes you straight up. And goes upside down 7 times. Just this small little area. No problem, no problem. This is definitely a thrill coaster. For any of you people that are not thrill seekers, this is not for you. That little hump right there is actually really thrilling. Over here behind us, got your like boardwalk type of rides. Ooh, Oregon. That is Coast Rider. It's a little mouse type coaster. I can't really ride that. They put these bars on and they pretty much lock you in at your shins. And I'm a long-legged guy, so it kind of like really hurts by the time I get off of there. Now it is a 45-minute wait for hang time, so that's one of those things where you really would want to get the fast lane pass. Or do it first thing when you get here. I'm not sure if it still holds you 6 seconds or if it's a random thing. You'll start going, all of a sudden it'll start heading down and just hold you. And you'll end up hitting that straight down spot right there. That's it. Very quick ride, so would you really want to wait 45 minutes for that? And it lights up really cool at nighttime, so it's one of those rides where you want to hit it during the day and hit it at nighttime. Now they do have a sky tower here, and you can see all the way to Disneyland on the sky tower. And vice versa, if you're on top of the parking structure at Disneyland, you can see here at Knott's Berry Farms. Now here's that Coast Rider and accelerator. Now that's your little mouse coaster. And you got your burgers. Wipeout's not running right now. But you do have your sky tower. It used to be a parachute ride. Below that, we have all your games. Some games are easy, some games are hard. And another ride that's not for the small of heart is Accelerator, which is this right here. This is 0 to 80 in 2.6 seconds. Then it'll take you straight up, over, and straight down. Very, very fast coaster. That's definitely one of those ones you're going to want the max pass for. Or the flex pass, I should say. I'm not at Disneyland too much, so we're going to max pass. And it takes a little time to sit here and load and unload this ride. So, but in the meantime, you do have Supreme Scream. That's 300 feet tall tower. Hold just for 7 seconds and then drops you. Kind of like how Maliboomer was. As long as you're not facing the wrong way, you can actually see Disneyland. If you time it right, you can actually see the fireworks from there, or the sky ride behind me. Oh wait, why am I going? And it bounced right back up. And bounce right back down. I get a kick out of that ride myself. I can always tell when accelerator's gonna go because it got fin brakes on it and they all go down. They kind of let you go, but let you know. But it's one of these rides where you kind of might want to watch it before you get here. Because I mean, it will go by fast. And as you go up, it takes a turn so that way you go up and over the top hat. And it comes down, makes a couple of curves, and then back into the station. And the hardest part is either the takeoff or the braking. Either way, you're going to end up either in the back of your seat or hung over the lap bar. Now, unlike Disney, Knott's Berry Farms is a fly zone, so we do have airplanes and helicopters flying over it. Like I said, it's about 10-15 minutes down the road, about 4 exits down from Disneyland. Very quick drive. Just gives you another alternative. I mean, we all love Disney with our hearts. But sometimes you do want a little thrilling of a coaster or something that's going to flip you upside down. Knott's has got some great rides here. And since it is owned by Cedar Park, you know you're going to get some. We're getting ready. And then the brake. That's where you're hunched over the seat. Now, Knott's is set up a little differently than how it like Disneyland would be set up. So I'm actually going to go this way and not go towards Supreme Scream, because Supreme Scream will take me over there towards the kids section. We'll get there. Got more games, of course, here. Inside the Boardwalk Ballroom, that's usually where they have an ice show. And Knott's Berry Farms has the Snoopy characters, the Charlie Brown. I forget what they called it. Just a Charlie Brown gang, I guess. So here you got the famous log ride for Knott's Berry Farms. Until it's a hot day because everybody's in line for this. Now these got some creepy dolls, but you got to think animatronics from back in the day. They're a lot different, and Knott's isn't known for animatronics like Disney is. And Knott's does have parking passes and food things, what are dining plans, barbecue place, Panda Express, Johnny Rockets, Knott's Chicken Dinner Restaurant, which if you're only coming here one time, Knott's Chicken Dinner Restaurant. I don't know anybody that's ever been disappointed by it. Sometimes people wait long lines for that Knott's Chicken Dinner. And you always got to try something boysenberry when you're here. Now they do have a train that goes around part of the park. You got to be careful because they do have the bank robbers on there. But that's not the only drop for the whitewater ride. Yeah, peanuts, there you go. Thank you, Kevin. I don't have a brain fart. I've been at Disney too much with the whole Marvel and Star Wars going on. But it's actually got a couple drops in there. This one right here, that's Silver Bullet. It's a B&M coaster, inverted. I believe it's six inversions on that one. And this loop right here, that's actually part of it. So you'll actually watch that go through there. I was always a family circus person. I don't know why. I always liked the family circus. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Charlie Brown and the Pumpkin Patch and the Christmas one. And into the loop. It goes upside down a bunch more times. Now, if you know about Disney's Nature Wonderland, these trains here are kind of like what they used to have. Same type of seating and everything like that. It's kind of like a cave ride into the mountain. Yeah, the rapids are open with all the new animatronics. I gotta come here and probably, I don't know, what's today, Wednesday? Maybe next week I'll come here in the morning and we'll do a bunch of rides. Oh look, maintenance guys. There's one of those trains right there. Yeah, it's just like one of those trains that used to be in Nature Wonderland. Now, I've done the research and all I can find is that it's not the trains from Nature's Wonderland. And we'll have to come here one day and do the rapids because it's hot. I wouldn't mind doing the rapids, but I can pretty much say the rapids are going to have a long line. Now here's the Knott's Berry Farms train. Real steam engine. This one leaks water everywhere too. That's another way you can tell it's a real steam engine. I think the rapids opened, what, last week? This week before that. There's the other part of the western town. Now, Ghost Town kind of wanders in and out. That section over there, there's kind of little nooks and crannies. Cool thing about Knott's, they do have horse stagecoach rides. Kind of like what Disneyland used to have back in the day. Get in an old type of stagecoach, kind of like what you see as Wells Fargo. I'll take you around a little section of the park. 4 horses drawn. Kind of a bouncy ride too. But kind of a little, something you don't get to do everywhere. Like I said, this is America's first theme park. And there's a line for Silver Bullet, which to me, too long. So I said, I come here too often. Pretty much if there's a line, it's too long for me. And Knott's Berry Farms is one of these parks where if you don't come, or if you come during the summer, or not the summer, but if you come during off times, it is dead here. You don't need no flex pass, you won't need anything. You can come in, ride all the rides, and be gone by noon. There we go, Silver Bullet again. Now we're getting into some more coasters. That right there is Jaguar. That's a little family type of coaster, but it's got a long track. Fast little ride. But yeah, if you want to get away from Disneyland, this is a great place to come. The fees are a lot less. Even a pass for a year is only about $100. But see, then you always get kids like this that just like to get on the rails. I hope his parents are happy. Some people are just way too much. Look at the fishies in here. Hello, fishies. It was like a big old carp or something. Probably hard to see in this green water. But besides Jaguar, And Silver Bullet here. We also have Montezuma's Revenge, which is a weight launch coaster. Not many of those are around. There used to be weight launch. Pretty much it launch you into a loop, come backwards into a loop. That's about it. So you got Supreme Screen there, Jaguar track here, and Silver Bullet up at the top. And I just heard Montezuma. Right up. And it goes backwards back into the loop. And then pretty much back into the station. And trust me, that's not all. There's even more coasters here. I hadn't even thought about how many they still have the stunt show. That actually goes on about, what, 3 times today? Pretty much they got a lot of the things they've always had. Mystery Lodge, stunt show. Everything's open for the summer. Now, Windseeker used to be here, which was a 300-foot tall swing ride, which I enjoyed, but then people got stuck up there for hours, so they took it out and put this thing in. And if you want to get nauseous, this is a perfect ride for you. This thing will flip and flop in every which way you can think of. You pretty much don't know which way is up, which way is down. That's always a little exciting. I still have the stunt show. I actually haven't seen the stunt show here in a while. Supposedly like redid it somehow. I haven't been to it since. Pretty much they're just checking the seats now. Don't want nobody falling out of this thing. Getting ready to go.
Welcome to Soul Spin. Please remain seated upright, holding on to the restraint handles at all times. Please do not extend your arms.
Yeah, I don't blame you on this.
Thank you.
I've done it a couple times.
Let's go, Silver Bullet. Oh, yeah, Silver Bullet. Revolution makes me go.
I'm gonna have to get back to this so you can see the whole thing. Make sure you stay back away from the splash zone. I hope none of them have had lunch. How many coasters can you get in one spot? Now you kind of get into more like the kids zone with the carousel, the arcade, some more games. This is called Fiesta Village. You got the swing ride, pirate ship ride, El Revolution, which is a spinning ride. You got the thing that's like a teacup, but it's like Mexican hats. A Revolution. If you're big chested, not to sound rude or nothing, but if you're big chested, you might not be able to go on that. My wife is a big chested woman and she can't go on it. So you always want to make sure you're able to fit properly. This one's not bad. I mean, the floor drops below you and you just spin and swing. Doesn't go upside down. That's the bonus, no upside down. When I first got here, Montezuma's Revenge wasn't even open, but it's open now. I'm not sure the specs on this, on like how fast it launches you. I remember I used to work here as a monster during Haunt. Pretty much, my maze was back there, so I heard that every minute, couple minutes or so. Now, Knott's does serve beers. You can drink in this park. There's also TGI Fridays right outside the gate. And now we're getting into Camp Snoopy. A great spot for the little kids. So it's not just thrill rides here, even though you got a lot of coasters. I remember these type of things when I was little, but it was at like Six Flags, I think. You got your Ferris wheel. Oh, what else we got over here? Got a boat ride back there. Got Lionel. Little spinny type ride. Let's see what else we got over here. Got little kid swing. There's Charlie Brown's kite flyer. They do have a school bus, which is kind of like the rainbow ride. They got a little roller coaster. What else we got back here? I'm not sure. You can tell I don't really come in this section of the park. I don't have no little ones with me. It's a good section to come if you want to have a picnic or just grab something to eat and have a good little spot to sit. There's like your little kid roller coaster. I don't know if you can see it that well. Kind of reminds me of something you'd put in your backyard if you wanted a coaster. This thing's kind of like the rainbow, it just goes up and around. And we got the pirate, or not the pirate ship boat, but Rapid River Run. And look, a street sign. That's how you know you're really close. Actually, this is at the corner intersection of La Palma Beach. So, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Where that guy in the horse or mule are. It's actually a corner of the road. That looks like it'd be kind of fun for a kid. Yes and no. They still have the Snoopy rocks with the barrels and stuff like that. But they don't have like all the rope stuff they used to have. Unfortunately, our generation of getting beat up, bruised, and pretty much not a lot of safety issues. Yeah, they kind of changed that now, didn't they? So the only thing they really have over here, they still got the waterfall. And they still got the bridge that you got, the barrel bridge. But they kind of like redid this whole stream area here a couple years ago. I will say walking into this mountain is very relaxing and nice and cool in there, especially on a hot day. Just like at Disney, it's the backside of water. pretty much there's nothing in here now. And you have the 2 barrel bridges. You can still jump on. Oh. But that's pretty much it as far as like anything here. They don't have nothing to climb on. I know they used to have a walkway up there. That part I do remember. And I used to go over here, all the way to this section, all the way on the other side, above that thing, because that actually used to be part of a maze with the vampires. Ooh, bubbles! You got a little Snoopy train. I can't imagine Walt having something like that in his backyard. And then we got the balloon racers up there. If I had some property, I wouldn't even mind a train like that. Now over to the left here, we have Grizzly Creek Lodge. That's got to be some of the... They got some good burgers there, and you can make your own topping bar. So it's not like you get a burger and just lettuce, tomato. You can add everything to it. Now here we have Sierra Sidewinder. It's in the kids section, but don't let it fool you. This ride spins at the same time as it's doing all this other stuff. And it's free spinning, so you kind of have no clue which direction you're going to go. When they get to the end, the eyeballs are still trying to catch up with everything. That's a short ride too. But here at Camp Snoopy, you have Woodstock's little bouncy ride. Sierra Sidewinder. Airplane back there where you can eat. You can also meet Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Woodstock. Lioness sometime. Got 2 trains out today. That's a good thing for Sierra Sidewinder. And now we're kind of right back out in the middle where we were at the beginning, where we kind of started our whole trip in the first place. That's a good spot to dunk your head under the water. This is a good spot to catch Silver Bullet because this is actually where the Camelback is. And we got the Western Stunt Show here to the left-hand side. Just gonna check and make sure what time it was today. I do like all the cactus around here. Can't be too long because I think these people are kind of waiting for it. So we got a 12:30, a 2 o'clock, and a 4 o'clock showing. So definitely the park that if you like coasters, it's great to come to. Your kids are young and they got little Camp Snoopy, so that's a great place. Got a picnic area across the street, and they got Soak City, which is across the street, which is Knott's Berry Farms Water Park. Now, right now they do have the summer nights going on. DJ, special eats, giant beach chairs, as you can see. And that's going to take care for a round trip around Knott. I kind of just wanted to do a little recap here since I was on my way home from Disneyland. So make sure you join me later at 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 a.m. on the East Coast for World of Color from California Adventure. Not today, thank you. So, pretty much at this point, I think I'm gonna head home for a little bit. Don't need a Starbucks, it's way too hot for Starbucks. It's kind of cool too, because at night they got s'mores here. Helping you cook s'mores, and then they got a little fire spot over here. A little fire pit. You can just sit around the fire. It's a very relaxing park. Like, you wouldn't ever think this was the first theme park. But it's got a theme, so I can't really argue with it. And this is Ghost Rider. That wooden coaster we started off with. Other than that, there's a couple of shops here. There's a chicken dinner restaurant, restrooms, bar. Pretty much craft stores. Just little shops, little things to kind of look around with. Kind of like a small downtown Disney in a way. Oh, Gary. I haven't seen you on a while. And again, I haven't been on a while. I lost my phone at Rivers of America on Friday. So, once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and definitely that bell icon, so that way you can be on the know when we go live, and definitely on the know when we have our contest coming up. Our next contest will be for 2 popcorn buckets, one being a Lion King popcorn bucket drum from California Adventure, and the other being the opening Galaxy's Edge popcorn bucket. I forget the name of the little vehicle, but it'll also have Star Wars opening day guide maps. So make sure you hit that bell notification if you're a popcorn bucket type of person, or you just want to have a bucket to fill up and go enjoy your afternoon in. So until then, I want you always to dream Disney. Hope any issues you had take your mind off of it. And unless you join me later tonight, I hope you guys have a great week, great weekend, and a great night. So until next time, keep dreaming Disney.